few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once.
Hi you all, it's me Maya March, and today we are using YWigs Burmese Loose Wave Human Braiding Hair. Starting from ear to ear, we're going to part our base. From there, we'll split that in half. If you look at the diagram, this is showing you exactly how you should be able to achieve medium size braid. I have a total of 6 rows in my head, but if you want small, I would suggest 7 to 8 rows. And today we are doing the brick layering method. Now we're grabbing our first bundle, and then we're going to grab our shining gem, and with that, this is optional, but you're going to place a little bit on the blunt ends of that hair. Prior to braiding my hair, I am pulling out enough pieces for what I'm going to use per braid. Now this part is very optional. It's kind of up to you and your creative control. I use 3 pieces per braid, but if you want, you can always use more or you can use less. But a lot of people like the fuller look, so I will always either use more or at least use 3 per braid. I first used my Less Jam. If you all can find the Less Jam in the red jar, I would suggest that just because it'll create a more flat base and it won't wave up. In total, I will have 6 rows and I'll have 46 braids in my head. When I first started, I had anticipated on doing smaller parts, but I was kind of on a time crunch because I was heading straight to New York right after braiding my hair. So I had to do them a little bit bigger, but the concept is absolutely the same. You'll just do smaller parts and you'll do smaller rows, but the concept is still the same. So to have even rows, you'll want to just go ahead and part your hair straight down in the middle. I do suggest everyone to invest in a small 3-way mirror so you can see all of your parts. And now we are working on the 3rd row and we're being consistent with those parts. Flat ironing your baby hair is very optional, but I feel like it adds to the effect of the hair. So right now we are once again separating our pieces of hair, preparing for that braid. And don't be afraid if it get a little frizzy. All you have to do is run just your fingers through it because they'll already have like a little product on it and they'll get that curl right back. So at the front, I'm taking actually my edge control and then I'm brushing that back, and then from there I'm braiding the hair down only 1 to 3 times. I said 1 to 3 times, but I really mean 3 to 5 times, but it's kind of still relative to how you want your hair. Next, we're adding our first piece of hair and then we're going to braid that down, and then we're going to pull that hair out. Just be sure to have some clips on hand. You're just braiding like you would a normal braid. It's even easier because you're not adding in too much additional hair. This is still kind of a very natural hairstyle, but you're kind of giving you a more goddess type vibes. So why buy human bulk hair? Well, because it's completely easier, hassle free, and if you're looking for that even look all the way through, it's way easier utilizing bulk hair versus getting bundle hair. It can be curled, straightened, bleached. There's no matting, no tangling. It could last up to 2 years with proper care and maintenance, and it's actually pretty thick, so you really only need about 2, maybe 3 bundles. It just depends on how full you actually want the hair. It's free of any chemicals. It doesn't come with any smells. And it's actually very inexpensive. So a hair hack on how to add your braiding hair is to just always add it into the middle piece and continue to braid down like a regular braid. It never fails. It will always be very smooth. It'll be easy and it'll stay. I'm braiding the hair all the way down to the very end till I can't braid anymore, and then from there I'm just taking some less jam, and then I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that for it to stick. This is a natural hairstyle. I don't plan on adding any glue or anything. I just want it to be natural, and it is gonna last. Look how pretty those curls in that braid is, you all. Like, I'm just so in love with this hair. I went on vacation with it and it just did me so good. So we are brushing the hair down with either the less jam or the edge control, your choice. Then we're taking 3 pieces of the hair and we're going to braid that down 2 to 3 times. From there, we're adding the hair. I'm always adding the hair from the middle piece. I'm putting that piece in the middle and then I'm continuing to braid down. Okay, take note. I'm adding in the hair, and the piece that I'm adding, I'm giving myself at least 2 to 3 inches to braid it in. I'm only braiding the full curl in through 2 to 3 times, and then I'm removing the curly end and the other end that was just the blunt end. I'm continuing to braid that in my actual braid. Sometimes with the blunt ends, eventually when you're finished braiding, sometimes it'll be sticking out. Don't worry, you can always add a edge control or the less jam on it, or you can take your scissors and simply cut it. That's normal. It's okay. If you're a beginner or a pro level braider, everybody usually have excess that's sticking out that needs to be cut. This style took me at least 6.5 hours. I know you're probably wondering, how are they bigger and it took that long, but as you can see, I have my long nails, and I always tell you all that I have ADHD, so it just takes me longer, you guys. This style typically lasts between 1 to 3 months. They are knotless, so it's kind of different from like a box braid. Box braids do typically seem to last longer, but knotless, they're beautiful, and sometimes the older they get, some people don't like them and some people still like them. Hair, and especially natural hair, is just relevant to one's own perception. And look at those beautiful braids, y'all. It was just giving, and the parts just make it look extra neat. As you can see, I'm adding the hair in the middle part. When I say the middle, you're going to be holding 3 pieces of strands of hair, right? And you're going to have one on the right side, one on the left, and one in the middle. Adding the piece in the middle is literally putting it under, and then you'll keep braiding it. Well, it depends if you braid under or over, but add it the way you braid the hair. But I promise you, always add it in that middle, and you'll just have smooth, consistent braids versus it. So I'm always asked,
right.
how do I get the perfect parts? So what you'll want to do is once again invest in a 3-way mirror, because you'll be able to see all sides and front and top, back of your head. Also, from there, you'll want to invest into some less jam. So once you part your part, that the first time is just a rough draft, and then the second time you'll take some of your less jam or just something that's kind of like a sticky base, whatever you're going to use to kind of lay your foundation down. And then you'll run that through the part, and then you'll take your comb and then you'll go through that part for the second time, because you're cleaning up little hairs that may not have been taken away without the additional less jam. Basically, that's what's going to give you those crisp parts. It's always going back with whatever sticky base that you have and cleaning it up with your comb. Another way of how you can refresh your curls is to use a mousse. You can use any type of mousse that you would like, but that usually does the job. You can wash this hair. I did wet it a couple of times. I don't oversaturate my hair. You can, but I kind of don't. I kind of just miss the hair. So that's additional way how you can bring your curls back. In regards to the hair, it never tangled on me, and how you can maintain it at nighttime. You just want to twist your hair, or you can just put it up in a bonnet. It's very low maintenance. So now we are working on our last braid. I'm kind of actually starting this braid with the curl just because I want the curl to be a little bit closer to the top. After braiding that down a few, we're going to remove that piece and then we're going to braid it down and work on our next curl. With this next curl, once again, I'm adding it right in the middle because I found being consistent with adding it in the middle is what makes it so easy. So if you don't know how to add hair, I promise, just add that piece in the middle and just keep braiding like a normal braid and it's going to work out. It was actually very relaxing to do this hairstyle. I know sometimes people dread like braiding their hair, but this is like actually really relaxing, and I absolutely got so many compliments and fell in love with this style. Once again, a lot of people told me they actually really love the size of my braids because they know traditionally people wear them a little smaller, but I actually received a lot of compliments for the actual size of the braids. And we were able to still achieve a really full look. And just a reminder, at the end of my hair, when it's pretty much all braided in, I am adding a little extra less gem or some curly curl cream. I'm not using anything to seal it. You can. This is just my preference just because I like to keep my hair natural and it's just a natural hair vibe, so I don't need to do too much. After you're done, you just go through and cut any excessive pieces that may have been just a little too long, and then the baby hair obviously is very optional, and we are all done, you guys. Okay, you guys, we are finished with this tutorial and I am overly excited because look at these curls. Like, this is giving more than what it needed to give. It's giving bohemian, it's giving vacation, it's giving that, I don't even know if fall is like really coming up, you know what I mean? Because it's just giving that I'm just an island girl at this point. It is a nice protective hairstyle that you can wear for this upcoming fall and winter season. These curls were fire. As you know, I probably like always do the water wave curls, but this time I tried something totally different and I am absolutely happy I did because I'm absolutely in love with the results. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until later, you all. Bye.